Hi everybody, it's Daphne and you're very welcome back to my channel. Thanks so much for coming to spend some of your time with me today. I hope everybody is well. I thought that today I would do a quick get ready with me of kind of a soft, pretty romantic type of summertime look. So I'm just going to tie my hair back. So I am going to use my beloved Vichy Mineral Blend in the colour Gypsum, and if you've watched me before you'll know that I use this on a regular basis. I just love it. That's the colour. It's a good colour match for me, and I'm using the So Sue from the Suzanne Jackson range. It's just the best sponge I've ever used. I absolutely love it, and it's great at giving you a really good finish with this Vichy Mineral Blend, and it's quick. Because I don't know about you, but I don't want to spend, you know, if I'm pottering around, I still want to put a bit of makeup on. Yeah, I just feel more productive when I put my makeup on. So you can see that just blends it in. I'll just pull it down my neck a bit. It just blends it in. It's not a heavy coverage, it's very light. I'll just put a little bit more on for my forehead. It's a very light blend, and there's minerals in it. I think there's hyaluronic acid in it. So it's kind of, there's skin loving ingredients in it, and it lasts really well through the day, I find, and I don't feel like I've got a heavy makeup on, but it just gives a really, really nice finish, and I absolutely love it. I got a little in my hair there, so I'm going to have to remove that. So that's a very light finish. Now you could actually build it, but I'm very happy with that. It just gives a really nice warm tone to the skin, and that sponge is fantastic. Now I do have my eyebrows more or less done, but I'll just show you what I've been using because it's a new product. I mentioned it in one of my previous videos. It's the Revolution. I only have it a couple of weeks and the writing has worn away, but it is a Revolution brow pomade, and it's in the colour blonde. That's it there, and it's quite a change from what I would normally use. So I'll just show you how I do. I literally just follow the line of my brows, and I just kind of fill in where I feel that I need to. And the nice thing about this is if you do make any kind of mistake, it's very easy to clean it up with a cotton bud or even just the tip of your finger. So you can see that's a little bit more than is on the other one. So I'll just match them up. It's very easy to use. I have to say I'm quite impressed with it. It looks very natural. And like I say, if you make a mistake, it's easy to correct it. I think they look fairly similar. Let me bring this one in a bit more. I want to warm up my skin a little bit, so I'm going to use my Bobbi Brown bronzing powder in Golden Light. This is just an old Bare Minerals brush, and I use it to, oops, this is a double-sided mirror and I keep forgetting to change when I use it for putting on, doing my brows. I forget to switch it, and anyway, so just a little to warm up the skin and to contour a little bit as well. Kind of using my viewfinder as well as my mirror, so it's kind of where the sun would naturally hit. So that's my bronzer, and then for blush I wanted something kind of pink and summery. This is a Catrice blush. Colour is Berry 40, number 40, and I've changed the way I'm doing my blush a little bit. I used to put it kind of mainly here on the apples of my cheeks, and I was watching somebody on, oh, I can't remember who it was, a makeup artist, and she was saying, you know, as you're maturing, maybe not to put it directly on your cheek, you know, the apples of your cheeks, but to pull it back a little. So that's what I've been doing, and strangely enough, that's what I would have always done, you know, when I was younger. So sometimes you follow the makeup trends and sometimes you don't. So now that looks very pinky. I have a powder brush that I'll just blend it in a bit so that the bronzer and the the powder blush look a little bit more together. So that's a nice, I think that's a nice summery blush. Now for a base for my eyes, I'm just going to use my NYX Dark Circle Corrector. Again, the writing is nearly gone, but it's kind of like a flesh toned. You can use it for concealer, but I find it's very useful as well as a base for eye makeup. So it just evens out your lid and gives you a little base for the colour you're going to apply. I've had awful problems with allergies in the last few weeks. I was talking about it before. Not dreadful, no, they're not unbearable, but just very annoying. And I find when I go outside, if it's anyway windy or if the pollen count is very high, my eyes just start to run. They just literally, it looks as if I'm crying. Okay, so that's my base on, and I'm going to use the Essence Hello New York eyeshadow palette. There's a mirror on it, so I won't blind you, but the colours are they're cool colours. They're kind of summery colours to me. So I'm going to use, with the lighter one, I'm going to go with this shade here. And I'm going to put, it looks actually, it's coming off more grey, but it's actually quite blue. I'm going to put that all over my lid. And there's a little mirror on this, so I can hear somebody beeping their car horn. There must be a traffic jam somewhere. So just pop that on, and you can see the colour a little bit better there.
I really like these colours, they're so summery. So how's everybody been getting on? What have you all been doing to keep yourselves busy? Have you been finding it difficult? Or are you, like a bit like me, enjoying the slower pace of life? I totally and utterly accept the fact that we're staying in to keep people safe.
Okay, so that's the nice pale blue. I'm going to go in then with a slightly darker colour into the outer V. So I'm going to go in with this one here, because the other one had a slight shimmer to it, and this one is matte. And I literally just want to give a bit more definition to the contour of my eye, or the socket, whatever, and the outer V. You get a little bit of fallout with this, but it's easy enough to fix it. I've been reading a lot and sorting things out in the house, very much clearing out, decluttering, and trying to get a few systems in place that really work to keep things organised. Now that doesn't look quite the same on both eyes. Even though that colour looks quite grey, it comes out a kind of a heathery shade. Just going to blend that out. And I've become a little bit more proficient at buying things online, you know, clothing items. I don't do a lot of online shopping. Okay, I'm going to put a little of this one here, just to highlight my brow bone. Ooh, is that too much? No, it works, doesn't it? I'll blend it all. I will run a little bit of that darker grey, this one here again, just under my lids. Does that look the same? It's funny, sometimes when I look back over a Get Ready With Me, I discover that it doesn't look on camera the way it looks in actuality. So, now I'm going to go in with my NARS Longwear. I can never remember because it's worn off as well. I'll align the colour is Last Frontier, it's the brown one. Of course, you don't have to use these exact products. You have similar colours. Sorry, that's just a notification on my phone. So I've lined my waterline, and then I'm going to do just above, or in the roots of my eyelashes, on top and just pull it out in a little wing. Does that look the same? I think that does. Now I'll just soften that with the same little angled brush. Now I'm just going to use this other end of that brush to just sort of bring it all together. And I'll have to do a little clean up because I have a little bit of fallout, as you can see, and it's kind of shimmery. This is a collection mascara. I think it's called, what is it called? Lash Surge. So I like this at the moment. It's giving me nice full length, full volume and good length as well. Because sometimes I find if you buy a volumizing mascara, it doesn't give the length, and likewise. So I want one that does both. So you can see, actually my daughter bought new false eyelashes recently on Amazon. She got a really good deal, and if that's not typical of me, she was getting me to try them, and I actually quite like them, and I love the effect. I'm not good at putting them on, but I really love the effect. I'm going to let that dry before I... Little on the bottom lashes. And I have a clean-up tissue here. That's more or less gone. And then I'm going to put a little highlight on my cheeks. This is MAC Hush, and that's it there. And it's a kind of a cream highlighter, and I'm just going to put, it's a kind of a goldeny cream highlighter. I'm just going to put a little on my cheekbones. I like the cream highlighters. I'll bring it up here as well. I like a cream highlighter, it's just easier to use. And I'll put a little on the end of my nose, and I can come back to my Cupid's bow. The next thing I'm going to do is line my lips, and this is, what make is it? Oh, it's a Primark PS liner, and it is in the colour Vintage Rose. I've filled in, and then I'm going to put on MAC Cream Cup, which is one of my favourite summertime lipsticks. It's a palish pink, but I love it. You can tell. That's all that's left. That's that, and I think maybe another little bit of mascara, which I'll just put on another little bit of mascara. I'll cut it out because I want to edit my time down, and I'll show you the finished effect. So that's the finished effect. I'll just let my hair down. What I did was I put a little bit of concealer under my eyes, and that sort of cleaned up any fallout I had, and I put another coat of mascara on, and I'm very happy with that look. And I'll just pop on a pair of earrings. So let me know what you think of that look. I can't put these, there we go. What do you think of that look? And if you want to see more of these Get Ready With Me's, I hope you've enjoyed that, and I hope that whatever you're doing this weekend, you're having a lovely time, and I'll talk to you very soon in the next video. Bye.